Royal standoff, Prince Andrew refuses to vacate lavish $38 million royal lodge as King Charles desperate to avoid knockdown war with Duke. In a royal standoff that has captured public attention, Prince Andrew is refusing to vacate his opulent royal lodge for the more modest Frogmore Cottage. Despite mounting pressure from King Charles III, the disgraced Duke of York, who has been embroiled in scandal due to his association with the late Jeffrey Epstein, is digging in his heels as his brother, the King, seeks to streamline royal finances and avoid further controversy. Prince Andrew, 64, has resided in the $38 million Royal Lodge on the grounds of Windsor Castle since 2004, following a 75-year lease agreement. The property, which requires an estimated $503,000 annually for upkeep, has become a point of contention as King Charles, 75, attempts to reassign it to a more suitable royal purpose. Royal expert Christopher Anderson, author of The King, explained the delicate situation, noting that the King is reluctant to engage in a knockdown drag-out conflict with his brother, especially as both he and his daughter-in-law, Kate Middleton, battle cancer. Andrew isn't going anywhere for the time being, Anderson told Fox News. If and when Andrew does move, it will simply be because he doesn't have the money to heat Royal Lodge or keep the lights on. The vacant Frogmore Cottage, previously home to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, remains empty after they vacated the 5-bedroom property in June 2023. Despite King Charles offering Frogmore to Andrew, the Duke has refused to relocate, leaving the cottage unoccupied. Anderson highlighted that King Charles had more success evicting Andrew from Buckingham Palace, where he had maintained a private apartment for decades. However, the Royal Lodge remains a sticking point. In the meantime, Frogmore will likely remain empty, Anderson said. Adding to the tension, Andrew has reportedly neglected payments for the maintenance of the Grade 2 listed property. The Royal Lodge, once the residence of the Queen Mother until her death in 2002, is now a significant financial burden on the Duke, who lacks a clear source of income. The Sovereign Grant Report for the 2023 to 2024 financial year, published on July 24, detailed the taxpayer-funded support for the monarch's official duties and royal palaces. An official from the royal household clarified that the sovereign grant had been fully reimbursed for the refurbishment costs of Frogmore Cottage when it was provided to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, ensuring no additional cost beyond routine maintenance. Kinsey Schofield, host of the Today for Daily podcast, described the frustrations within the palace over Andrew's obstinacy. Prince Andrew does not need such a large home, Schofield told Fox News. The maintenance on Royal Lodge is simply more than Prince Andrew can afford. The King wants to scale down and simplify things for his brother by moving him into Frogmore Cottage. Despite Andrew's resistance, his two daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, have reportedly advocated on his behalf. However, without the support of their grandmother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, Andrew's position appears increasingly untenable. The late Queen Elizabeth was reluctant to punish her favorite son, Andrew, for his involvement with serial sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Even though polls showed most Britons wanted Andrew booted out of Britain altogether, Anderson noted. Charles, who was then the Prince of Wales, convinced his mother to strip Andrew of many of his ceremonial titles and royal duties. Andrew stepped back from public duties in 2019 after his controversial ties to Epstein came to light. He was stripped of his honorary military titles and royal patronages and barred from using the title His Royal Highness in official settings. The council in York even voted to withdraw the Freedom of the City honour awarded to Andrew in 1987. In 2022, Andrew settled a lawsuit with Virginia Roberts Giuffre, who accused him of sexual exploitation when she was 17. Although Andrew has denied any wrongdoing, the settlement included a substantial donation to Giuffre's charity.